Under the law, another party cannot go into intra-party conflict in court. So if it is convenient for them to explain that, you can dismiss it without asking me. The fact that there have been division in Edo before their primaries and after their primaries is an open secret. And the issues in dispute are also very open. The PDP legacy group complained that the man they gave their master bedroom has completely chased them out of the building. And now they are under the rain. And as we speak, they are still trying to settle. Those who couldn't find accommodation, we pin them one by one. And don't forget that those in Osadebe Avenue were my own creation, right? In the sense that I supported Obaseki to become governor. And so I have people who still have affection for me, and I do people who forget in a hurry what I did when I was governor. And those of them who didn't quite readily appreciate now can compare the past with the present. So if they have dispute or disagreement, which they couldn't settle, and they choose to settle it in court, and the court nullify the process, and nullify the fact that those who, I mean, you read the judgment, so it's not me. How can anybody say, if you know Danobi, the leader of the legacy group, you know he was my fierce critic when I was in government. What power do I have? We are not in the state. How can we, non-state group, have power to influence seasoned politicians to move against themselves? So this is purely PDP intra-party. And I think the lesson is very clear, namely that parties must be encouraged to obey the laws that regulate the conduct of primaries, and that rules are meant to be obeyed. If you formulate your constitution, it is the base of the contract between party members. Now, the Electoral Act is meant to ensure that everybody play the game within the, within the rules. So we have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
What they are saying is that.
But in any case, why should we even bother about shortcut? Any day we will defeat Asue Ighodalo. Because consultancy is different from governance. And people hype the fact that he's chairman of the chairman of that. I mean, talking about chairman, somebody whose life has been collective profit, no human touch. You can't compare him to a candidate who has lived with the people. You must have seen the video. You didn't ask me about that. How a man who said he's from a Wohimi, like I am from Yamo, I go to my village and I carry an interpreter to tell my people that I am from here. So I'm the one telling them they don't even know me. And that I want to be governor. And interpreter will interpret me. Also, governor. When you can't even communicate in your own dialect. So if it is consultancy, you want some people to advise, it's a different matter. Governance is about, you can't govern people you don't know. If governance is about motivational speeches, my friend, what is going on in the US wouldn't be going on. What it takes to be politically electable is different from presiding over a board. And people know that when you spend all your life seeking profit, exploiting suppliers and consumers, you never have full human feeling. How do you go to the guy on the street? You don't even know the environment. You don't know where erosions are. You not travel around the state. And it's not like military government that after being governor, they do what they call familiarization tour. I mean, no, there is no truth in this. In history, those who have done wonderful things for their nations were not the most eloquent, blah, 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 blah. In any case, you also should have spoken to the fact that the PDP candidate, who was the chairman, or he is the chairman of Alaru Taru or whatever, which is the brain box of the correct government, that he is part of the mess in Benin, that if you live for 5 minutes, you can't go anywhere. You are not hearing those stories. You are not seeing women crying.
From Edo?
You have not heard, as an Edo man, that a child died a week ago, washed off with flood. Area that I had deflooded when I was governor, the place they call a Tom Line. All those things we did, they have completely seated up. People normally would look forward to rainy season. But in the day now, they are scared when it is raining. Even children. I've told you of a casualty. You did hear that? What caused a young man's life? About 9 years old boy. 9 years old boy who could have probably be president one day. He's been wasted. So I think we should focus not on what they say. But let me also add this. There is a huge moral issue. When you cheat on yourself within the party, this is intra-party contestation. And what the court said yesterday was that the PDP candidate cheated himself to acquire that ticket. Now that's a huge moral burden because the first requirement in governance is that you must command some level of moral authority. So if you cheat at the level of candidature, what will you do with the ordinary people? And of course, let's also not forget Akpata. That one went to University of Benin. The student didn't welcome him, and he got the place shut down. Student union activity banned. If that one become a governor, he will rule by decree. So I think all the odds are in our favor. But remember, the ASAM people just last year elected Monday Ukpewolo. The two, our candidate and their running mate, are no strangers to ballot box. The PDP candidates, they are both strangers to ballot box. You must factor this one. And when next you are carrying rumor, also carry facts. That other day I watched, a young man was washed away by flood because the government neglected to desilt all the drainages. As far back as more than 150 years ago, the Benin kingdom was well secured with what they call the moat. It was meant to deflood the city as well as provide security. All of that has been seated up, which is why you experience the kind of deadly flood that the people in Benin City are now afraid when it's threatening to rain. Number two, you can't find a new school. Go and check. If there's any school in Edo, it's the one I built. You can't find a new hospital. The only hospital that is functional that they call, they call it Edo Specialist Hospital. Is the one I built. Is the one I equipped, my friend.
But you are the one.
This election is between PDP and APC. I don't want to be too personal. The people can judge. When APC was in charge, I want PDP. We went with the candidate and the running mate to give the president, he is the leader of the party, to give him an update on the campaigns going on, what we are doing, and the fact that we are harvesting more and more people every day, the campaign. And I'm surprised that rather speculating about who will fetch what, you are not a witness to the fact that the entire PDP in Ighodalo, a month ago, all the wards decamped to APC. Just last week, in my local government, the remaining remnant of PDP, they decamped to APC. And across Edo Central, the same thing. Where have you heard APC people decamp to? People are jumping out because the umbrella is leaking and this rainy season.